Well, good afternoon, everybody. Lena Ray, Texas Girls Farm. So, it was a chilly morning. It dipped down. I think it was like 31 last night and early this morning up until about, I think it was 8:30, 9 o'clock. When I came in the greenhouse, the heater was on. I turned the heater up on high, and it was 40 degrees in here, and I was happy about that. So right now I'm sitting in the greenhouse. It's nice and toasty. I think it's like, this is 75, 80 degrees in here, and I decided I'd come get out of the wind. I'm about to fall asleep. If y'all can't tell, my eyes are trying to close. It's just so nice in here. But today's kind of one of those just relaxing days. Brooke went up to ride horses with her Aunt Diane, and I had a couple of guys up there staking off where we're thinking about building. We measured off a 40 by 50 area to see if what I'm wanting to build will fit. We're going to have to do a little dirt work. Not as much as what I thought, but still going to have to do some. And went up there with them for a while, and then came back down here and just decided to sit in the greenhouse. And I might as well get up and show y'all what I did to prepare to make sure my fruit trees outside didn't get burnt. So we'll get up and we'll walk outside. Be right back. So in here you can see I got the heater, and I moved some of the tomato plants so we're up on top of the table, down right in front of the heater with some of the other ones, just so they could get heat. Blocked off the back where there's no wind coming through, and everything else doing really good. I was very, very thankful because, as y'all can see, I've got some tomato plants coming on up. And I brought all my flowers in yesterday, and look at my sugar snaps starting to bloom. But I got a bunch of tomato plants. I brought my lilac bushes right there are starting to bud out. But wanted to make sure I saved my squash. Even all these did okay. My trees still doing good. And let's see if we can see what the temperature is. Yep, it looks about right at, let's see if I zoom in. I think it's right at 80 degrees. So everything in here is doing really good. The gojos and the figs are doing good. And look at those potato plants. Y'all remember when we do that a week and a half ago? All those tomato plants we planted, and the ones that I'd already previously planted. Look how pretty they are. But let's go outside real quick. I'm not going to make a long one because I think I'm going to come back in here and enjoy the warmth. But I'd already let the goats out, cleaned the pen, fed them early. They came out early. That tomato plant, didn't cover it up, had experimenting, and it's fine. All this stuff, the onions, all this stuff is fine. The potato plants that we planted here, all the little ones that are just coming up, seem to do okay. As you can see, it looks like that one got it a little bit. These seem to be doing okay. There's some, if you can tell, it got a little burnt. I didn't even think about covering up that, and that big one right there, it got burnt. But you can see I covered up the fruit trees, and I see that one is trying to come loose, but they all look, it was all covered up. The wind's just been picking up and blowing a little bit. The blooms, you can see the blooms coming out, so they look like they made it. But it's supposed to get, I'm gonna come back and tuck this in, but it's supposed to get cold again tonight, so I'm gonna leave them all on. Didn't have to worry about that okra because we just got that in the ground. But yeah, it was chilly, and Charlotte, she's out there, but as long as the wind dies down, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But That's all I really had to worry about. The chickens were hollering this morning, wanting out. Look at them crazy dogs. They just play so crazy. And it looks like all my candy lilies did okay. I think it's only supposed to get 34 this evening. But they're coming back up. I don't see anything on my... Oh, they must have seen a squirrel. Yep, I heard a squirrel. Oh, chased it up a tree. I don't know if I would see it way far up there. But my butterfly bush, I don't see any signs of anything coming back on it. But these things are usually really, really hardy. So I'll just keep an eye on it. I may have to cut it all the way back. It's got a pretty big root on it. But everything else, all my candy lilies seem to be wanting to... There's some sprouting up over there, there, and the hostas won't start coming up until it warms up. And they're all coming up. But yeah, we've got a stake there, a stake out over on the other side of where Maggie's biting. Maggie, leave that alone. We got 40 by 50. And, yeah. Maggie! We'll see how that all plays out. We may do it a 40 by 40. And then a 20 by 30 living area. We'll just see. I don't need very much. I just need something. But anyway, the sun is out. The wind is blowing lightly, but me myself, I don't know where the baby went. We were out here playing with him earlier. I see Gracie. I see Alice. I see Mama. Baby's got to be over there by Billy. But they're all doing fine. They're resting, and I think I'm gonna go back over in the greenhouse. Chickens are all doing fine. All doing fine. Oh, and I didn't tell y'all. Well, I didn't even show y'all when it rained so hard the other day. Well, I brought the other water tank here. I got to get a longer hose. I wanted the runoff to go into the green one. There's Karen. There's the rest of the girls. There's the big boys. I'm thinking I got the treats for them. There's Leghorn and Miss Star. But I didn't show y'all that. I came down here because the water runs down. And you can see it runs down that way. And then it starts over and kind of runs down through here. Well, I brought my other outhouse down here. And the first time it rained, all my sawdust that I put in there for my flooring, the water ran. So I came in there and I trenched all the way around it. I probably needed, you can see, I probably need to trench it a little deeper right here to make it run off, but it did work. If you can see, I got it all built up around, and it ran out that way, and it came around and ran this way, and all my sawdust stayed good. So, and I came out, kind of watched the water flow, how things are going down here, and yeah, everything's doing okay. Looking really nice from where I burnt. This is the area that I am going to find a way to tap into that resource that runs all the way down her hill, comes through here, goes out that way, and comes in this way. So I'm going to find a way when I get my garden over here to maybe trench out, come in here. And I've still got some of that drain, that French drain stuff, the black, well, it's not a French drain because doesn't have the perforated hose, but some drain pipe that somehow make it where I can divert the water flow into the pipe and make it come out, lay the pipe and make it come out here in water. So I got to figure out exactly how I want my garden. But yeah, it's even though it's chilly, it's a beautiful day, isn't it, Maggie? Maggie, is it a beautiful day? She says, yeah. And Junior, he's right here by me. Always, when we go walking in the woods, he's right here by me, which is nice. Now the garden won't be here, and we'll get everything tilled up and right. It's a lot clearer. So those little pesky snakes that kept getting tied up in my netting, which I'll have netting back around it. Well, just depends on when I get the fence done. May not need the netting, but yeah, at least we'll be able to see them little snakes. That one of the very first videos we made was in that tree where that black snake was up in that tree. And yeah, that's the only part that I don't look forward to. I don't mind the black snakes or the coach whip. I just, don't want copperheads. And, last year we had two. One was caught up in the deer net and they're dead. And one was on the other side of that tree, caught up in the deer net and on that side dead. I guess it's about the same day. Kind of weird. But anyway, I've been keeping an eye down here because I planted flower seeds. And we'll see how those do. I never have a whole lot of success with flowers, but that's one thing that I really wanted to do was grow flowers for, like a market garden, and sell. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So many projects, so little time. June, you want to come in? But yeah, I got me some hooks to put my light up. I want to hang it right from the middle of there. And my cousin told me last night they've got chicks hatching, and I've still, I think, got maybe 10 days left. I think at 7 I'm going to candle again. I don't, from what we've seen last time, I don't think, hang on. Anyway, what I was saying, so the girls and I candled them the other evening, and from what we saw, I don't know how much success we're going to have. It looks like a lot of them weren't fertile, but I'm going to candle them again and see if how many we might have that are actually viable, and then we'll start again. And I may wind up ordering me some of those blue lace red wine dot females after all. We'll just see. Anyway, just want to come on, make a short video, and hope y'all had a nice weekend and you're staying warm. It's chilly out, but it's beautiful. So from Texas Girls Farm to y'all, have a nice weekend.